Supreme Understanding, hustlingwin.com. Let me get all that out the way because I got an important announcement. Breaking news. I've just spotted a UFO. I've just seen a UFO. It's somewhere up there. Hold on. I don't know. It was just there. Is that it? Hold on. No, that's the thing. That's a little text on my. I don't know what that is. Is that it? Hold on. No. That's some bug that splattered from that road trip. It's somewhere. Is that it? No. That's a cloud and more bug splatter. It's somewhere. No, that's a bird. I'm just bullshitting, man. Ain't no fucking UFO up there. It's only a UFO because I can't identify the shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's what a UFO mean, unidentified. You know what I mean? That's all it mean. It mean a motherfucker couldn't tell you what it was, man. Motherfucker might have seen a balloon up there, you know? Might have seen the fucking house from the movie Up. You know what I mean? Airplane, stealth bomber, who knows? One of them helicopters, black helicopters be in the hood. You know? And that shit is real. But, you know, if you can't identify it, it's a UFO, right? But I wanted to speak on all that. Because, man, there's a lot of us, man, real obsessed. And I'm not exaggerating when I say obsessed, but real obsessed with like aliens and UFOs and things like that. And so people ask me, man, Supreme Understanding, man, you seem like an intelligent dude, man. What's your assessment of this UFO thing, man? What's your theory on the alien conspiracy and all that, man? Like, really, man, if you've read my books, then you know what I'm about, man. I'm about practical solutions, real life, real issues, real problems, things like that, man. And I don't mind getting deep, but like that ain't my thing. Like talking about aliens and talking about HARP and talking about Illuminati and talking about like the elite and all that. Like that should exist, man. That should exist. Like, and I'm not saying that it don't exist. What I'm saying is that our obsession with these crazy, delusional, abstract distortions of them truths. Like, we don't deal with the truth of it because the truth of it is very ambiguous, elusive, hard to get a real hold of. Because shit, if it was a secret, then why do you know so much about it? So when we don't really get the full truth about it, we just get like little bits and pieces, and then we assemble a fucked up puzzle from it that shit don't even look like the picture is supposed to be. And so I don't want to engage in type of discussions. Like, I don't want to have no discussion about aliens when there's so little that you can really show me in terms of actual evidence. Now, let me go over what I mean by evidence, man, because a lot of us don't understand what evidence and science and fact and them words, like simple words, they don't understand the definition, you know. And these are shit we should have learned in like third grade science class, you know. Like, basically, man, it's something that you can test. Now, we ain't talking about white people, like Western science, like, oh, we got to submit to the European standard. No, it's something that anybody, because there's African conceptions of knowledge that go on the same thing, where the highest form of knowledge is something you see for yourself, you know, and something that you can verify that you've seen, something that somebody else has seen with you, those things. So this don't get on that European science with me. So what is evidence? Evidence is something that you can document, that you can prove, and that you can hopefully reproduce and show again. And that's like where you go through the scientific process of proving that something really exists, not just that one time that you think you've seen something and you can't never show it again. That don't count for nothing. Like, science is a process of where you can decide what's just an idea and what is really true based on you trying something over and over again under controlled circumstances to see whether the shit is going to happen each time. Like, just because you did a little dance and it rained, don't mean that your dance made it rain. Now, if every time you do that dance, it rains, well, now you got a certified motherfucking rain dance. But if you don't eliminate all the other variables, like I had assistants tell me, you know, that smoking weed is what made her son have birth defects. Now, you know, I feel sympathy for her, you know, but there's no clinical studies that show that weed has any negative effects on an onboard child. You know, which really, I don't even smoke weed. No, nobody in my family smokes weed. But I do recognize the fact that there's no scientific evidence showing that weed is bad for your health, especially if you're not smoking it. And really, even smoking it is not that bad for your health. But we gonna drop all that in the hood health handbook. Don't even worry about it. With that being said, though, the sister was really, you know, gung ho, real hard about her point. And we were like, well, did you eliminate all the other variables? You know, what else were you doing? How do you know it was just that? How can you show that there's causation going on? She couldn't really come with all that, and then she was just like, well, look, man, they ain't doing no studies in the hood, so I don't believe none of them studies. First of all, they are doing studies in the hood. They doing more studies in the hood than there are UFOs in the hood. If you know what a study is, man, every time you go up on the train or on the bus and you see a little sign that say, we'll pay you $50 if you got asthma to come through and do a little test. That's a study. That's a study that they calling people in for. And they do them shit all the time. Man, if you got a home phone, you get calls. They doing studies and surveys. That shit happens. And they actually try to bring in a certain number of people of color that's representative of what they trying to find out about. With all that being said, man, back on this alien shit, man, I don't like having them types of conversations because people just be speculating. They be like, yo, I seen it. But you could tell yourself you seen anything. You could say you seen a dead grandma, you seen a werewolf, you seen a Loch Ness monster, you seen Bigfoot. Like, motherfuckers see a lot of shit. If you in the desert and you thirsty and you want to see some water, you gonna see some water. So that's it right there. And then with the whole, like, let's talk about aliens, man, y'all getting too deep, like digging too deep into shit that don't affect your daily lives. Brothers and sisters is really obsessing over aliens and Illuminati and the blood drinkers and the goat worshippers and the fucking reptilians and all this shit that they can't prove, that they don't have no physical direct contact with, and they want to speculate on. And really, it always be, when they talk about Illuminati, it always be how the Illuminati relates to black people. Like, which black members of the Illuminati? Jay-Z in the Illuminati, Kanye in the Illuminati, Rihanna in the Illuminati, fucking Soulja Boy's in the Illuminati now, Gucci Man's in the Illuminati. Like, really? Are there any white members of the Illuminati left? Anybody white still in that shit? Because I guess it's like all black now. What the fuck? White flight, all the white people just left now. So I don't like having them discussions because it just shows us, like, we could take something that might have some truth to it, and man, we'll distort and pervert the shit to the point where it's a fucking joke. And guess who's behind all that? You don't think people benefit by us obsessing over distorted, stupid-ass versions of a truth? These people really talking about there's Illuminati symbolism in SpongeBob. Yeah, they doing that shit to clown you, homie. They not doing that shit to teach you nothing or to spread their global campaign. They just clowning at this point. So, but we don't get all that. We fucking worried about how many buttons somebody got on their shirt. Like, that's where we at with it. Fuck crack on the streets. Fuck how the hood is doing. Fuck the immigration laws. Fuck the juvenile justice. Fuck police brutality. Fuck the crackers that was dragging the brothers by their fucking neck on a truck. The modern day lynchings where they dragged the brother Anthony Hill for 10 miles. Let's not worry about none of that. Let's talk about all this theoretical, abstract shit that we ain't got not a fucking finger to touch with. I'm not with all that, man. And all that is another form of escapism. So when y'all try to go after me, don't go after me on the premise that I'm saying none of this shit is true. Don't go after me on the premise that I'm saying all this shit is bogus, like everything is bogus. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, why the fuck is you so worried about planet Neptune when you don't know shit about Mexico? Why are you so worried about which aliens is coming when you don't know which motherfuckers is robbing the houses in your neighborhood? Why are you so worried about identifying who's in the Illuminati when you can't even identify which cop killed your cousin? You see what I'm saying? See, this is just the way we don't tackle the real problems that we could be tackling. Because, see, other communities that ain't this fucking delusional and just out of it, they tackle their problems. They tackle their problems. But you know how we do. We stay in the clouds.